this is Angela, and she's the branch manager, so she's actually going to be giving the tour because she's much more knowledgeable about the building than I am, but I will be here with her as a support.
All right. Wait for everybody.
There's more coming.
Okay. We'll start in here first anyway, since we're in here first anyway. There's more?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Big group?
I
Okay.
can see if there's more coming. I don't think there was.
There's 3 more coming. Guilford.
Guilford. Lock the door quick.
That's the only door that won't lock quick. You have to wait for it to close and wait and wait and
This
wait.
smells
We do a lot of
exactly the
e-books
same
now.
as when I was a little kid.
Somebody just said that about 30
Did
minutes
they?
ago. They came in here.
I'm serious. I haven't been here since I was 17.
Yeah, a man came in to fax something and said he hasn't been in here in 30 years and it smelled the same.
Yeah, with the little card thing.
It's a little bit
Yeah.
different than what it used to be.
Yeah,
in
we
there.
Little
put them out
bit?
to burn, they all fall on the
Yeah.
ground.
So is this everybody?
And this was the whole library back in our days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
They
just
put
sat
it
right
back
over there,
together
the
exactly
desk
how you
was right
found
over
it.
there.
And there's like 1,000 cards laying on the ground.
So this is Johnson Memorial Library, and I know a lot of people haven't been here in a long time. So there has been some changes. You probably didn't have a whole DVD section back then when this was only part of the library.
They didn't have plastic when we were born.
They didn't have plastic. The invention of
No,
plastic.
they had
And then
none.
behind you is our audio books. They probably didn't have a lot of those back then either. On books on CDs.
See, this is what you could get. See, these are
Mhm. And most people now are using their phones, so we're seeing even that even going down a little bit more with e-readers and audio files on your phone. It's a lot easier, and we have at the library we have Hoopla and Libby, so you can do that for free. And we have our nonfiction is right behind you, and it used to come out. You can almost see where it used to come out. See about here, where the old shelving used to be. We made more room. It hadn't been. We did it in about 25 years, so there are still books on the USSR that doesn't exist and a couple of other things that doesn't exist. And once you get rid of the things that don't exist anymore, it's a really healthier and more circulated collection. We have our computer area over here for adults. We have our kiosk that isn't working today because that's what it likes to do. Every other day it works. So if you ever need to look something up, let us know what day it is and we'll make sure that we look it up for you or it can look it up for you. Behind we have all our holiday section right here. Our holds are picked up right here. We have a consortium of 244 different libraries. And so if you don't see anything in here that you need, because there's very little shelf real estate in small libraries, we can borrow from 244 other libraries, including Cincinnati, Columbus, some of the Cleveland, the bigger libraries. We have our teen section back there and our graphic novel section, and now we have 3 teen computers. We only had one for a minute, and that teen would yell to the other teen across the room as they were playing games. We thought we might want to put them together for our own sanity here in the middle of it all. My house plants on top. Over here, we have a kiosk where you can do self-check if you want to. It's really easy. Use your library card and the last 4 numbers of your phone number. You can check out your own books. These have probably been around for a long time. Magazine racks. And underneath you can find the old editions. So nice and easy. Big shelf saver this way. This is our fiction section back here, newspaper section. And it's about the same size. So we have westerns, mysteries, large print, regular fiction. We have inspirational fiction over here. And our Baker Taylor program was puts the new books only into our own card holders. And this is our newest edition back here. And this is named after Dr. Hilbert,
Oh, that's nice.
who was one of our founders.
And a Rotarian.
So this was named after him, and we dedicated this to him with his family on his 100th birthday. And you can see a little bit of the history on the walls that we put back here. And it's got a smart center, so we use this for a lot of different programming. And over here is my third child. This is the Charlie Cart project. This is a 640-pound mobile library. It comes with a cooktop, a range, a sink with a gray water system. It came with a blender, pots, pans, little kid knives, older kid knives, adult knives. So far we've had 10 programs with this and 330 people have attended those programmings, including little kids story times where we taught them how to use their measuring cups, all the way up to frozen cocktails with adults. So it's a really great thing.
For you.
Yeah, where am I
Keep
missing all
your eye on
that?
our calendar.
Yes, I need to.
This
So
is
do you-
storage back
now,
here.
I don't know if you said mobile cart, so
Uh-huh.
do you take it to other locations or
We
use it on
can, but
here?
it's 640
Right.
pounds, and
It's
the
not gonna be
ideal
easy.
was to do that,
Uh-huh.
but just moving it there an inch over, I need 2 people.
Right.
And then I don't know what vehicle how we get it up on a vehicle without having to buy a ramp. And that in itself is already
Yeah.
pretty expensive. We fundraised for it, a lot of the community donated a lot of money to it, so we're really proud of it. And coming up soon, we're going to have Murder in a Slice. We're going to teach little kids, we're going to teach tweens how to make pizza while playing a fun little Halloween game. We're going to be doing, what else are we going to be doing with it? How to make pie in a bag with little kids during story time coming up in October. There's a couple other things that we have coming up, so keep an eye on the calendar for that, because we use the Charlie Cart about 4 to 5 times a month. So we
How
love it.
does an organization use this room?
Um,
Is it available for a
It
nonprofit?
is ish right now. Call ahead to see if we have it available. We use this for 100% of our programming. So usually if it's a bigger program, we'd be setting up for it during the day. But if it's not, and we have that space open, just let us know. Yeah, just let us know. It's not a big room. We had a luncheon here once with the Chamber of Commerce, and it was a little tight, but it worked. So yeah, so just give us a call, and if it's not in use, then we can do that. All right, let's go to our newly remodeled children's area here.
Barry's is probably on steel. Maybe that's steel
Now this is our newly remodeled children's area. Our associates remodeled it two Octobers ago, so it's going on its 3rd birthday. New paint job, made it look a little more modern and accessible, because we noticed that when it looked like a really little kid's room, that older kids who were reading chapter books would walk over here and get to about this and stop and have their parents pick out the books for them because they thought it was a little kid's space, and we didn't like seeing that. So we took it to look more like this, how it is now, and we notice now that all ages of kids who would use this space use the space. Along the top, they put a little touch of our history of the library at the top. So you can see some of the past librarians who worked here, like Alice Hook and Mary Lou and John Dury. So we have some tributes to them and for what they've done for us in the community there. A part of an old card catalog system that we used. Some of those are real plants, some of those are not. But we wanted it to look fresh and green. And this is the kids area, and all of our children's computers are filtered. They usually like to play like, what's it called, like House of Mouse or ABC Mouse, yeah. So they play with that a lot. And a lot of reading area over there for them too. Any questions? Who here has their library card?
It's a good question.
Yes. If you need one, stop at the desk and the ladies can help you before you leave.
It wasn't who had one time. You got permission.
So we can see that
If you
they're-
haven't used it in 3 years, you want to get it rebooted because you might not be in the system.
Mine might need to.
You might need rebooted.
You gotta live in Defiance County to get one, or
State of Ohio to get one. State of Ohio. We have a lot of patrons here from Indiana because Indiana charges your cards.
so if
So
you're in Indiana, you can't get one?
you can get one, but you have to pay for one in Indiana, and it's more expensive than coming here, which is only $45. So we have a lot of Indiana patrons who are just over the line so that they can use our library for only $45. Yeah.
And free computer then?
Yeah,
too?
free computer, free Wi-Fi. In fact, we have people that set up in the parking lot sometimes just to use the Wi-Fi.
You gotta have a password to use it?
No, it automatically connects. We try to make it as easy as possible for everyone to
See
use
the
the
wheels
services.
turning, Larry.
What am I getting fired for?
You can do the thing, you can download a book right to like your phone.
You can with Libby
or
and
you have,
Hoopla.
or you have the readers that they can check
Uh-huh.
out too.
Yep, for free.
You know, yeah.
Yep. Free services, free services. We have a whole database as well too. So it's not just that. There's legal services that.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who come in here that use this if they need to get their benefits.
They
or
do.
apply
Yeah, they
for
do.
jobs and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's
Unemployment was very, very hot
important
around here for a
resource.
while.
Yep.
So, yep. Yep, all sorts of things. So check out our webpage too because it'll show all the things that we have to offer. And everything's free.
So you said you can get books from, say, Cincinnati. How do you get those books?
It's called we use like a cargo system. So we have a driver, like our hub would be Defiance, and they sort all the stuff together and then sort those into individual things. A driver comes, loads up his van, and he just delivers them to different hubs, and the hub makes sure that gets to us. We get cargo every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah.
And they can get it, my daughter checks stuff out from the Library of Congress,
Yeah,
through this
yeah.
library, so, I mean, you
Yep.
can go all over the place.
Yep.
Do you have any desire for more Hicksonians?
We have everyone that exists over in the corner.
Okay, I have
and
them all the way up into the 70s.
And so does the Historic Society, and we actually found doubles, quadruples.
I've
We were
had those
swimming
too.
in them for a while, yeah.
I have too. I have this many extra ones. I
And the
just give to
spindrift
people.
too, we have those too.
Spoon drifts?
Spoondrifts,
I'll
yes.
be darned.
Spindrift is what I drink, the little seltzer water. The little grapefruit seltzer water.
How far back your spoons are
I don't drink the spoondrifts.
But how far back do your collection of spoon drifts?
I'd have to look, we just got them from Jim Battershaw.
I'll be darned.
I think it looked like quite a few though.
Well, that would have
It
been
looked like quite a few.
73.
On up maybe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Yeah, he gave us quite a collection.
Yeah.
Mhm. Anything else?
I just want to say something. I've been asked a question, where's the picture of Beth?
There she is
Oh,
right
well,
there.
and I'm like, that has to be her.
Yeah.
Up there. And I was,
Right, and then there's another picture of
No,
another
that's Mrs.
former
Oh,
librarian
okay.
over
She's
there.
the one that donated.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, right.
She was,
The name.
Goldie was.
Mhm.
A school
Yeah, I've
teacher
heard-
too?
Huh?
A school teacher too?
She was, over your
Sunday
church, she's
school.
my Sunday school teacher.
Uh-huh.
but even I've heard stories about Goldie when I fill in here in the text.
She looked 150 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, didn't she? Didn't she?
For
Oh,
Sunday
she just
school.
always looked.
I didn't recognize her without her top knot, cause in later
Top.
years, she had a bun on the
Yeah.
top of her head.
No, I can still see her right there when you walked in.
Yeah.
You can kind of see the old, you can feel it with your feet too, the old, the old section. It needs to be, it's one of the things that we're talking about fixing, because it goes all the way back and their chair catches on it. But
see
that's where
that.
the old part of the building is right here.
They
And
can
then you
probably-
step into the future.
Yeah, that's kinda true.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, Doc did a lot, Doc Hilbert. I don't
He
think
did.
people realize how much he did. Wrote book, donated all the money for that, just continually.
We have pictures of him with the shovel,
Mhm.
putting in this
Oh.
part.
Mhm.
We have pictures of him with the shovel, putting on the community
His
room.
room.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the funny thing is when he'd come to Rotary, he would walk here, and
then-
he would come in here early to hang out, but he would tell me, I came here early on purpose. Don't tell my kids I forgot what time it is. And I'm like, "Oh." And I love that about him. I'm like, not a problem. And he goes, I wanted to come early. And I'm like, got it, you're fine. Yeah, he's a great person,
Well, you did an awesome job.
Thank you. Thank you. We love it here. And the landscaping outside is gorgeous too.
Do you still yell at the kids for being too loud?
I've never. They yell at us because we're too loud. This is more of a living room. Libraries are more of a living room
I used to
anymore.
fear this place
Yeah.
when I was little, honestly, because you would be
We're told that.
literally
We're
screamed
told that a
at.
lot.
if
We're
you-
told that a lot by people who come in to fax something really quick and say, I would have come in earlier, but I was afraid
Yeah.
when I was 7, and I'm like, oh, please.
I know, it's
come back.
terrible,
You
but
must
it's
have
true.
been pretty noisy as a kid.
I must have been.
Yeah.
I remember whispering to my friend and I was screamed at.
I'd come in after Bruce, there's no problem.
We literally had a program here called Mess Fest even, where we created a whole foam machine using a shop vac and a couple of towels and a hose and some Dawn dish soap. I mean,
Yeah, that's a mess.
it's Mess Fest, and that's what we do with kids here, so. And we saw the cooking,
That sounds.
yeah.
There's been dinosaurs in this room.
There's been
Yeah.
You name it.
dinosaurs in this room twice.
Mhm.
Those were good. And a kangaroo, and an alligator, and a penguin, and yeah. Yeah.
Well, I have a new grandson, so as he gets
Yeah.
big enough, I'm not afraid to come in here anymore
No,
due to your
you're fine.
presentation.
Yeah, you're
Well
fine.
done.
Yeah.
He's filming.
Join us for story time
Oh, I'm
next month.
sorry.
Bring him in.
Back of my head, that looks pretty good.
0 to 5.
Yep, mommy and me.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. If you want to
Back in the day, I was
Right.
thinking that was
Someone donated an 11.
Whatever you
I think
think.
it's Bruce's.
Yeah.
It's got 73 on it.
Bruce's chair.
72, that was our, varsity.
And this is one of the oldest buildings in Defiance County,
Wow.
1840.
Is that right?
And it's been moved 4 times.
I remember, I don't remember it then, it was on the corner, it was back there, it was here, where else was it?
I think it was across the street.
Was it?
Also. I think that's where it was first, and then it was on the corner and was the bank, and then the bank moved it back a lot, and it was the law office, and then they donated it to the library. So this building belongs to
Well, there's
the
Shan's
Friends of the
dress store.
Library.
We moved it the last time, I know.
Right.
I'm not sure they were one of those band uniforms.
But I mean,
I
I think it's.
Kirk, I do too, I think that was one that we wore, but I don't remember for sure.
Well, there's your cornet, Bruce.
No, they're
I played the trumpet.
I never knew Hicksville had a drum before. Well, it's been a while back. Hicksville School Drum.
You like that? That was baseball.
I called my brother, I said, Doc Saracen trumpet.
I don't know if I recognize anybody.
When I bought that, that didn't
Cash
know.
register come from girls.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where it came from.
What's
Boy,
that?
it sure looks like girls' cash register back there.
I had, we
The
had
big
2
old
of them.
sucker.
There's a cash register in the basement of my building. I don't know what to do with it. It's too big to move.
Oh,
So it's one of the current her nice. Yeah.
That's a grain company?
Current her nice building.
On the history. There's so many people that have so much stuff they want to get, they just don't have room for it.
Yeah.
Was the original, display cases, or did you have to take them from somewhere?
I tell you, Diane Grimm did a lot to help build this
Oh, yeah.
stuff up.
I mean, they're old. Sure. They wouldn't have been in your original.
This is like an old kind of thing or whatever. You should stay there. That almost looks like something from a, like display case or something, old store or whatever.
Or you did, Oak, it was expensive enough when they did all that.
In Patterson's and in the Murphy's Jewelry Store and in the building in the display.
Huh.
Wow. Goes back a ways. This goes back.
I don't know where my basement just went now, but I'm pretty sure, I'll go down and take a picture and show you guys, it's just so big, we can't touch it, we don't move it. But there's also a bunch of posters up at the top of the building that we don't touch because they're disintegrating.
We had some that we put behind glass.
Yeah, I would try to move them, they just fall apart.
Should have put in the first clarinet I started with Larry,
But now,
little metal one.
Oprah probably would, I'm sure.
Jasper. got it from our grandfather, I don't know, he was in the army band back in World War I. Now that, I don't remember seeing before, a short clarinet.
What might be flat.
Probably is, it's a key, I'm guessing. Clarinet is here.
Ooh, they got some Nazi still.
Where's what that one was?
Have you get everything over in this building now, or you still got another warehouse somewhere, stuff in it for the historical society?
It's pretty much everything that's here.
We should
I
probably
mean, there are
get you
some
back.
boxes